Introducing the Diamond Factor Network, where we turn your business into a beacon of success. Imagine having your TV streaming show reaching audiences far and wide. It's possible with the Diamond Factor Network. Unlock the power of your brand with our state-of-the-art TV streaming platform. Your show, your way. Feature highlights, customized shows, global reach, and professional support. Coaching by Barbara J. Beckley, purpose, visibility, and social media strategist. Ready to elevate your brand? Join the Diamond Factor Network today and let your brilliance light up the world. Shine bright because your success is our priority.
Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Barbara J. Beckley and you are here. Yes, you are here. If you see it right up top, just popped up, the Coaches Lounge with yours truly. This is going to be an amazing, and I know I say this all the time. I know you probably say, you say it all the time, Barbara, but this is going to be a true amazing interview today with not just only one person, but three individuals, three queens, because they're all women. You know, I call the women queens, to really highlight something that's coming up just around the corner in May. Yes, in May. So if y'all didn't register, because we're going to give you the register and everything, it's going to be this wonderful summit called Faith Business Success Summit. And my wonderful, amazing, fabulous celebrity, she helps people get in books. She helps people get on stages now. She helps people just understand who they are. I mean, this lady is amazing to me. Dr. Paulette Harper, she has done it again. And now she is still bringing people in to make sure that they are blossoming and putting themselves out there and making sure that you know that they have a purpose out there. She's navigating this particular summit. I love how she puts navigating life and business in God's way. Now, after that, that's a mic drop. It's like, I shouldn't say anything after that. When you put God into it, and Jesus is like, that's it. What does Barbara got to say about that? But we have to show the tools that God has used, and he's used Dr. Paulette. He's using these two other ladies, and you're going to get a chance to meet them today under the special edition of the Coaches Lounge. One of the things that I always say, I always spotlight coaches, consultants, and educators on this show. And with these women, wonderful women that are coming on, they're like the triple threat of that. So you're going to hear about them, you get to know them in different ways, how they mentor, how they coach, how they maneuver, and then also get to hear about the summit in general to see how important it is out there that it's needed right now in the world. So with that, before we come on, we will be right back in these little words. Barbara J. Beckley, and I'm a visibility and social media strategist. We are back. And look at the queens. Yes. As you see, there was just a little video, but it's huge. But this little piece of what you're going to get. So hello, Dr. Paulette Harper.
Hello, Barbara. Thank you so much for having us on.
Yes, and Queen Coach Cherise Buchanan and Coach Krystal Henry. I have to, Queens gets royalty. And I love how Coach Cherie has that sun. So it kind of reminds me of the brightness that she portrays. So lovely, lovely, lovely background. I mean, she has it going on. I mean, look at the headband and the shirt. I mean, come on now. You can't get any brighter than that to know that she is a bright in the people's world. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming on the Coaches Lounge and taking the time out to do this. Also, and I didn't do this at the beginning, but I am also a part of the summit. Yes, I'm one of the speakers as well. And it just to grace the stage, the virtual stage, with these wonderful queens is just totally honor, and I'm humbled by it. So before we even start, I want to put Mrs. Dr. Paulette in the spot, because before we get to know these wonderful queens and what they're going to be presenting, and not everything now, they're going to give you a tad of it, we want to know, I always say, where did the vision, where did the mission come from regarding this particular summit?
Well, thank you once again, Queen Barbara, for having us on. This is so exciting for us. And this is my first summit, Faith Business Success Summit. And so I am really, really excited about it. And you mentioned about the mission. So I'll read my mission statement for this summit here. And so our mission really is to empower our community of entrepreneurs, coaches, thought leaders, ministry leaders, authors, to not only achieve remarkable success, but also to make an impact in the world, to bring their message globally, whether they are offering services, products, whatever the case may be, in order to show how faith and business intertwine. So the summit and our mission is really to empower and make great impact, and then also to show those who attend how they can really infuse their faith in their business and not be ashamed of bringing faith into their business, and really how people can really thrive being faith-driven entrepreneurs.
Wonderful. I love that, because I think now I always tell people, no matter what you do, if it's your business or something that you do personal or what have you, that you have to have that faith that you can do. I mean, that's like basically the groundwork for anything in life, is having faith, especially believing in God with it, so you can start the journey and continue the journey. Faith is all the time. It just don't stop at a certain time, right? It's just like,
yeah.
On. Continue.
No, I agree with you, definitely. And it is, as faith-driven entrepreneurs, of course, we are in business with God himself, who is the CEO of our businesses. And really, how can we apply biblical principles? How can we really apply the word to our everyday life and our business as well? And really utilizing the principles of God in our business and what that looks like. And then also letting our clients know as well that, this business, the foundation is God himself. And the tagline to this summit is navigating life and business God's way. And there's a way that we choose to do business as faith-driven entrepreneurs. And that is that we want to align our business with the will, purpose, and and how God has instructed us to do our business.
Yes, definitely. Now, I just have one more question before we get to these wonderful queens and get to know them a little bit more. With you because I know you've been doing amazing anthologies for so many people to get their story out there on pen and paper. And then now bridging that, now it seems like into now more of visibility being on stage and presentations. What has that connected you with? I mean, what you want to continue to do? That's really important.
Yeah, it is. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to, launch a summit was to give the authors more visibility, to take their message more globally than just print. And so this opportunity came, and for me, it really is about bringing as many voices to this summit, who have messages, who have services, who have products that need the exposure and the visibility. And so what better way to do it than globally? than online, because there's so many things that we can do globally and reach so many more people than just, locally. And we're talking about people all over the world. We're talking about people that can tune in from Japan and Australia and Norway. People just all over, and that's the amazing thing about something being global, where we can do it virtually from the comfort of our own home, but the message is going all over the world. And I think that is so powerful.
Yes. Thank you for really stating that again and again, because I always tell people, I'm glad that we are able to do hybrid, and we're glad, we're out there more. But like you said, it should never go away with the virtual, because like you said, how global you can take your message to, where you might not ever be able to go to China or Portugal or wherever, but virtually you can go anywhere. So I always tell people, remember, if you're looking for that global platform and people to see you, continue on looking for these types of opportunities that you have given the women. So thank you so much for doing that for these wonderful queens. And now we've seen these wonderful queens' faces, but we want to get to know them a little bit better. So let's go. I'm going to put Coach Cherise. I'll put her in the middle here. Now, Coach Cherise, I know the sun in the background is your branding. I'm so proud to see that, because I love doing visibility to people, and I talk about their brand, and you are showing up as an example of that too. So I love seeing that rise and shine. And tell us a little bit about who you are and your background and how you got to where you are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you again for having me on the show, and to Dr. Paulette for the opportunity to be a part of the summit. So a little about me is my name is Cherise Buchanan. I am a coach. I coach women who are in business or who have a business, so that way they can learn to identify their brand, increase their income, and achieve their goals. And I do all of this through helping them to rediscover their confidence. And one of the reasons that I started doing that is because I realized a lot of times there's many things we want to do. We always make the vision boards, but a lot of times those visions never manifest. And that's because we're not confident enough to do so. And so even as being a part of this, I want to make sure that I'm helping others to really get that confidence going, so that way they can start making the moves that they need to make, the moves that they want to make, the moves that they dream about making. I got into coaching because I was like, I like helping people. It's something I've been doing since the time I was a little girl, and I wanted to figure out what are some ways that I can do that. And so through getting a certification in coaching, it has opened up a brand new world. And as you said, virtually being able to be a part of summits, being able to coach people in different states, different countries is amazing. And so I'm like, anything I can do to be connected, to bring a little sunshine in someone's life, I'm trying to do it, because I believe we should all continue to rise together.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Now, I love how you said what you do with women, far as helping them in their businesses. And the key thing is the confidence, like you said. So I always tell people, you don't have to, working on confidence don't have to just be a person that is scared and maybe nervous. There could be people that's been doing this for like ever, speaking or, coaching, and they still way back. They're still feeling that little, should I be doing this? I don't know. I'm not for sure. But they might be too scared or fearful to say it. And I know you probably came across all different women in that area. So I just wanted to put that out there to let people know that, you're not just coaching people that might be the first timers, but coaching people that's been doing it for a while.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. And the other thing with that is, as we grow in our business, as we grow as women, like, we're going to encounter new things, new levels. And sometimes it's like, I was confident here, but now I'm here and I'm like, wait a minute, what do I do? Right. So understanding that it's okay to say, I was a little nervous here. I've spoken in front of 50 people, but I've never spoken in front of 100. Right. Mm-hmm. And how do I continue to exude that confidence? How do I continue to build that and have that support?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, because when you're growing, sometimes you be like, okay, I want to get there, but I didn't know this was going to be here. I think I need a little bit, encouragement right there. And what I love what you do too is you're being a leader. All of us here are leaders, and you're being a powerful leader, leading by example. So I always tell people, if I'm going to put it out there to say what I help people do, I need to do it myself. So I love how you are saying, okay, you know what? I'm your confidence coach. And guess what? Your confidence coach is doing it too. So I need you to hop on the bandwagon here.
Yes, absolutely. I won't ask you to do anything I'm not willing to do myself.
That's the key. That's the key. And then you see how much they see you grow, and they're like, maybe I better do like Coach Cherise does. She got something going on here. Yeah. Uh-huh. So I want to ask a little bit of your title. Like I said, we're going to keep them in suspense. The title of your presentation, because each presentation, let everybody know, is between, I think, 18 to 20 minutes. Dr. Paulette, if I'm wrong, around that, because I know some people just a little bit, depending. But 20 minutes to me is enough time to create an impact. So, Coach Cherise, what is the title of your presentation? Just give us just a little taste, a piece of what it's about.
Yes. So the title of my presentation is The Confidence to Start. And I'll simply say, because you've been waiting long enough.
See, now they got to wait a little bit more longer. What you doing to them, Coach?
Make sure you sign up.
Okay, you just remind me. Let me put the link there so they know what to do. Well, thank you, Coach. We're going to get right back at you, but we're going to get to introduce another wonderful coach and the speaker that's going to be in the summit, and that is Coach Krystal Henry. Yay, Lady Queen. And so we're so glad that you're here, being on this platform and just getting to know you. So just like I said, Queen with the other Queen, give us a little backdrop of what you're about, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Coach Barbara, for having me on your platform. It is powerful and wonderful. And thank you, Pastor P, for blessing us and just allowing me to be a part of all of this. It's phenomenal. I am a visibility coach. I am a 7-time Amazon best-selling author. I have 12 books right now. I am a speaker, a podcaster, Made to Lead Millions podcast that airs on Thursday nights as a part of Positive Power 21 Media family. I also have my TV show called The Krystal Henry TV Show that airs in DeKalb, Georgia. And I help people go from zero to success. I take them from their what ifs to their what is. I have overcome various things such as betrayal, rejection. And so I help people with their comebacks. The Lord blessed me to come back, so I help people with their comebacks. My presentation in the Faith and Business Success Summit, it is how to create $1 million brand. Better sign up.
Okay, I just want to make sure the link was there. Yeah, they better sign up. I mean, we got the confidence and she got us on, and then now the million thing. Oh yeah, definitely. This is going to be amazing. Well, Queen, just to go back into some of your wonderful, amazing success and victories that you had in your life. I mean, you're a podcaster, you're a TV host, and probably production person too, because anybody that's doing their own show, we got to be in the loop with everything. I totally get it. And then 12-time author. Whew,
Yes.
Just hearing that alone just takes my breath away. And this is what I love about these queens. They're, like I said, triple threat. It's more in a triple threat. It's like a fourth threat or whatever, because you're doing so much and you're doing it so well. And you're being, like I said before, leaders for other women and men at that. So I love what you said, taking them to their what if to what is. Am I correct?
Yes, absolutely. I had a hard time, first of all, knowing that I was a coach and that I had been coaching for years. So I had to figure out what my what if was. What if I actually did it? What if I actually completed it? What if I actually went there? And so often, not only did I stop before I achieved and I finished, but there are many people out there who stop in the midst, who stop just before they begin because of fear, boundaries, and what people will tell them they cannot do. I used to have a lot of people tell me, you do too much, you're not going to be successful doing the multiple things that you do. And now I can tell people, other people like me, put your tongue out at them and say, whatever, I'm doing it anyway, because God, where much is given, much more is required. And so not everybody can do that. Not everybody is called to that. But when God gives you more, then you can do more. He's allotted that. He's anointed you for that. So I'm that coach that can help you do more with what God is giving you and blessed you with.
You know, Queen, I'm glad you said that, because there is a lot of people, and I know we all probably felt it here on the screen, where, you know, we're doing we're being an author, or we're coaching, you know, we're doing the podcast, you know, and the list goes on. And then you have people outside looking and saying, dang, you're all over. Yeah, how you doing all that? And I've got it. Sometimes I still get it. And I know each one of us the same way. Coach Cherise, you're over here, there, and everywhere. Coach Krystal, I see you over there. I see you on here. I see you on the platform over there. You know, Dr. Paulette, oh my God, how many books you've been doing? I mean, they will go there. And that's where the faith has to kick in. And like you said, the grace that God is giving us to do what we need to do in our lives to help not only ourselves, but to grow and help others. So if we stop doing what God's given us, that's going to stop the whole process of us helping others too. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And we don't want to stifle what God has blessed us with and to do, because we're here. Everybody here has a purpose, and we want to help people get to their purpose. That's what discipleship is all about, is pulling out what is in someone else so that someone else can carry on. What we do is draw people to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And so if I'm helping somebody else get to their purpose, then they're going to also draw them to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. I can't be on every platform, but whoever I touch, whatever platform I'm helping them build, then they can touch more. That's how we create $1 million brand. That's how I know God gave me the title of my book, Made to Lead Millions, even when I don't have 1 million followers. And God said, even when you're gone, you're still going to be pushing people on. And so that's what it is to be an author, because whether you're here and you sell 200 books while you're here and alive, you might sell 1 million after you're gone, or your kids might sell it. So it's about perpetually growing and doing the business of our Father.
Yes. And, I always tell people, legacy is just not leaving money to people. A legacy is bigger than that most of the time. And you ladies right now, and me, and Dr. Paulette, we're leaving those legacies, those dripping legacies when you're on camera, when you're speaking, when you're doing what you're doing right now, Coach. People are going to remember that and say, one day they'll think about, well, can I really do it? Well, shoot, she made 1 million. She talking about $1 billion million brand company. She did it. She showed it. She proved it. And we just need to follow the breadcrumbs. I always tell people. So thank you for just being a lighthouse to the world, each and every one of you. Yes. Now I want to go to Pastor Paulette real quick, because, like I said, I call you my celebrity, one of the celebrities I know. And with that, and I want to ask the other queens this too, what is the one thing that you would give, like, people are out there listening right now, just giving some good advice when it comes to, like, just being who they are, their purpose. What kind of advice would you give the person?
Yeah, so I would tell people you have to really learn who you are and your own uniqueness, and be happy in your own skin, and not project anybody else, try not to copy anybody else, how they may write, how they may speak, how they may coach. You just have to come and be your authentic self and be comfortable in the person and your own creativity in which God has called you, because there is always an audience. There's always people that you are assigned to, and people are going to resonate with your own uniqueness. They're going to resonate with your own voice. And so I definitely would say to anybody who is starting a business, who is starting to want to write a book, anybody who is, struggling in confidence, whatever it is, you just really have to be unique and come with your own brand, your own idea, your own creativity, knowing that you are assigned to certain people, and those are the people who will definitely resonate and be attracted to who you are and your products and services.
Oh, I love that. I love when you said, you are that last part when you said, we're all assigned to certain people. And that's why there's many coaches, many people like you and I and the other two coaches that's needed, because I'm not going to be able to reach everybody. And I'm not even really graced to reach everybody. There's certain things in me that I don't know that I know you, Pastor Paulette, you can do much better because you have that anointing on it, which then there's some things Coach Cherise has anointing on it. So I love how you said that we all have these different people that are going to come that's been assigned that we can help them grow.
Yeah, definitely, Barbara. And, and everybody has their own unique gifts, and you have to really know what your gift is. Barbara, you do a great job with visibility. Cherise is the confident coach. Krystal talked about visibility and building a brand. I come with the aspect of storytelling. And so you have to be very comfortable in your own lane and knowing that we can collaborate with one another, and that really does build who we are and build our business as well.
Yes, I love that. I love how you said we need to know our uniqueness, understand it, own it, and appreciate it. Yeah. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate I'll be the
first. I appreciate you.
I want to put that out there so people follow suit. Thank you, Dr. Paulette. Now, same question for you, wonderful Queen Coach Cherise. What kind of advice? Because you miss confidence. Every time I think about confidence now, I'm just directing it right to you. If I feel dated, I'm not confident, I'm going to Coach Cherise. But I want to get some advice from you, because I know there's many people out there, that, like you said, what you do, or just any kind of advice you want to give us, even besides the confident part.
Yeah. So as we know, the summit is the faith in business, right? And so one thing that I know is the Bible talks about how we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I like to read different versions, right? Just to see kind of what it says. And if you read the NLT, it says, "Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex." And I think to understand that each one of us has our own complexities that God gave us. And so with that, we're continuing to grow and learn ourselves, and to give ourselves grace in the growing, give ourselves grace in the learning, and to be who you are. And the more comfortable you are with beginning to be who you are and accepting, so many gifts and talents begin to come out of you, right? So even for me, with my business is Rise and Shine. And I'm like, even from birth, the name my mother gave me told me I'm supposed to rise. So I have an academy called See Her Rise. And I just broke up my name. And I was like, I never thought about that for years, right? But as I begin to accept who I am and who I'm called to be, I don't have to wear yellow for people to realize that I can bring sunshine in their lives, right? I don't have to be 6 foot tall to make an impact. I may not be in the NBA, but I'm still a giant in my own right. Right. So it's like understanding that you're complex and just accepting who you are and giving yourself grace to grow.
Ooh, that was powerful. That was a mic drop. Wow. Oh my God. So yeah, because you can, you know what? You're right. You could take that sun away. You can wear a different color shirt, but just you and who you are brings the sunshine to people. Yeah.
Yes.
When you get to that level, like you said, anything else doesn't even matter because it's coming out of you automatically.
Yes,
wow,
absolutely.
Lady. Okay. So now I'm going to ask another question now. I'm kind of curious, because like I said, a lot of us deal with that confidence level in different areas. So when you have somebody that comes to you and graces you and say, I need some help in this area, what's like the first thing you just tell them?
Honestly, the first thing I do is I ask them some questions about themselves. And something that I've realized is a lot of times we're our own worst critic, right? We're really harsh on ourselves, or there's things we may not realize about ourselves. And the more I ask them questions, it begins to open them up to really understand, like, hey, I am pretty great at this, right? Because it's like everybody has people who come to you for something. And a lot of times you don't realize that something may be that gifting, that something may be what can unlock what's going on, right? And I'm really big on getting rid of negative self-talk. right? Because a lot of times I'm so stupid. I don't know this. I don't. It's like, no, let's refrain from calling ourselves names. Let's refrain from that negative self-talk. Let's see how can we twist that around. And I'm just blessed to be a part of people's journey. And I've seen people go from not being confident speaking to getting up speaking in front of rooms, to starting their own businesses, to going for new promotions. And I'm just like, it was in you all along, but you just needed somebody to help come and sharpen you. As we know, iron sharpens iron. So I'm here to sharpen you.
Ooh, I love that. And I love how you get to the questions, because you have to get deep, to see what's really going on. Because sometimes it's not just, well, I'm not confident. I mean, that's like a, statement, but as a coach and working with a lot of women, that it's more than just that I'm not confident. There's something else that's driving that factor. And I love how you sit with them. So just let everybody know you're going to get their how to reach them. So please take note when you see it, when you hear it. And just to put the link here again, before we get into talking to Coach Krystal again and how she can give some advice, I want to play this video again, because I really want people to understand that May around the corner, this summit is important. You already hear the two wonderful speakers right now, and then you hear the vision. So just to give you another play again, we'll be right back. I know I was doing that too. I was like, I feel like I was in the Caribbean. But let's get to our other queen here, Coach Krystal Henry. So Miss Coach Krystal Henry, give us some wisdom, something to take away from you that would help us move to the next level in life here.
One of the first things that I do with my clients is I pull the hidden treasure that's in them. I ask them, what did you dream about doing when you were a kid? What are the things that over the years you used to write down in your journal, or the things that you said you wanted to do, or places you wanted to go? And I get them to compile that list. And a lot of times that's their purpose. That is the very thing that they forgot about, that's what they need to be doing. So that's how I help people find their lost treasure, blow the dust off their gifts, because God has gifted each one of us with some things great. And a lot of times that may not line up with, you have to go to college by a certain age, you need to have 2.3 kids and a dog. And it may not line up with that, but that's what God has called you to do.
I love that question you asked them, Queen, because I sometimes go back in time when I'm kind of moving in my purpose and ask, okay, what did I want to do when I was a child? Well, if anybody, I'm probably aging myself. Everybody's seen the show Fame a long time ago. I wanted to be one of them dancers. I'm telling you, I wanted to be out there. I would be singing the song when I was little, running around until my mother kind of stopped me and said, okay, what are you doing running around this house? But besides that, I would be everywhere. I go outside, tell a friend, they'd be like, yeah, right. But didn't become the dancer, but I understood that I can dream and be whatever I wanted to be. And I wanted other people to still believe that. So I loved how you said, even though there's certain ways how things might change, you might not be exactly what you said you're going to be, but somewhere down the line, that gift and those goals, the things that comes out of you, is going to be in different forms. So I'm loving how you said, go think back, because that gets your curiosity going again. Because as a kid, we don't think about, oh, it's not going to work out. We just do it. I mean, think about it. Every child you hear, sometimes you say, okay, don't do that. Why not, Ma? I mean, I don't speak to be talking back, but that's their curiosity.
Right.
In.
Absolutely. I used to dream. I used to always play school, and I would always be the teacher. I did not know that God was going to bless me to grow up and that I would be teaching his word. So, and now I'm a preacher. So, you don't know what you don't know. I was thinking, I'm not going to be a teacher for elementary kids, and I'm not, but I am still teaching the word of God. So a lot of times if we look deep within and what we dreamed about or what we did, how we played, that is an intricate part of our destiny.
Yes, definitely. Now, just like I have another question for you, Coach, regarding, because I know you said you teach people how to, make $1 million brand. So if somebody came to you and be like, Coach, can I do it? First they went to Coach, Cherise, and got the confidence. Now they got the confidence. Now they come and you say, okay, I want to get to that brand. I want to get that $1 million brand. What do you kind of start off with at the beginning with them?
Well, I started with how you look. How you look. Image is everything, isn't it? And we're made in the image of God. And so what are we representing, and what does your brand represent? How you look, how you sound. I used to hate the sound of my voice. And then I got used to it. And then how I sound. What am I saying every time I speak? Am I being positive, negative? And then how you show up. What does it look like? Does that match your brand, how you're showing up? And then how often do you show up? Those are the areas that I deal with people and help them go from their what if to their what is. And those are the 4 areas that I'll be teaching in my class. So make sure you sign up.
So that's why just a little taste. You good. You stopped. We don't give them too much. But I love what you said, how you show up and showing up. See, the one thing I like about all 3 of you right here, you're all collaborating and don't even realize it, because you're talking about the purpose and you're talking about the confidence. Now you're talking about showing up. All that comes together because you have to show up in you too. I mean, a lot of people, I would never want to be showing up as Coach Krystal, because she's amazing in her own way. And I want people to go to her. I mean, I want to show up in me, Barbara J. Beckley, because I, resonate with the people that's going to resonate with me. And then we encourage each other in our own uniqueness. See, that's the key. So I love how you say showing up, but show up as yourself. And don't start looking around and say, well, I'm not looking like Coach Krystal. She's awesome. She's $1 million baby. And And they're like, well, wait a minute, Barbara, you got your thing. Don't go there. And that's where sometimes a lot of us get a little bit distracted. So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad that you said that, Coach. So what right now we want to do is I'm going to get back to Dr. Paulette, and I want to 2 things with her as I put up the link again, because I want people to sign up for this wonderful summit. First, Paulette, any lasting thoughts, and then how they can connect with you?
Yes, so I would like to share with the audience that I'm doing my keynote. It is entitled Mastering the Art of Amplifying Your Story. So, of course, my wheelhouse is entrepreneurs and aspiring authors, how to write their books. And so what I do in my keynote, just a little taste of what you're going to receive in my keynote, is the steps on identifying your story, the importance of writing your book and being an expert in it, because that's where the money is, being an expert in what you do. And then also to incorporate what I have called the sound method. And so my sound method, SOUND, it is really bringing your message and solidifying your message. So you want to make sure that you have a solid foundation for your readers. The O is the organized, make sure that your chapters are organized. And then the U is bring your uniqueness to your story, because no 2 stories are alike. The N is the nuggets. You want to make sure that when you're writing your story, you're dropping all the nuggets as possible. So those who are reading your story, they have a clear pathway to the end result. And then, of course, the D is we got to deliver great content when we're writing our stories. And so that is something that I'm sharing in my keynote. And so I encourage those of you who are listening to go to my website, which is faithbusinesssuccesssummit.com, sign up and register for the summit, which will be taking place May the 2nd through the 4th. It is online. Day one, we have some powerful keynote speakers who are going to kick it off early in the morning, and then the same on day two. And then also day three is going to be, all the speakers are going to be showcased and spotlighted as well. And so also on my website, you can also sign up to apply to be a speaker at my next summit that will be taking place later in the year as well. And so that is available also. So faithbusinesssuccesssummit.com, apply there to be a speaker for my next summit. You'll get on the wait list, but register for the upcoming summit May the 2nd through the 4th.
Wow, you got me so excited. I put myself on mute. What? You got another one coming around the corner. Oh my God. Well, okay, people. So let's first of all celebrate. I said the victories, also celebrate the Queen's victories. I celebrate you, Queen, for having that opportunity again this year. So thank you so much. And for the opportunity right now that's happening in May. So see, this is what I'm talking about, showing up. See, there's no excuse for people to like, well, I don't know where to go. Hello. I mean, really. So wonderful. Now I want to hear from Coach Krystal. Any lasting thoughts, lady, and how they can contact you?
What I would tell you is, do not quit on your story. You're still here, so there's more for you to do. And you can reach me at krystalhenry.net. Remember, that is Krystal with a K. And krystalhenry.net. That's how you can reach me on all my social media outlets. Look for Krystal Henry or Coach Krystal Henry, and you'll be able to find me LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, I guess, if we're not banned, and the new X. You can find me on there too.
Yeah, I still got to get used to the new X. Like, yeah, TikTok, we don't know about that either. So, but anywhere else, if you didn't remember all that, because some people are like, well, how do you get to her? Well, you know me. Reach me and I'll reach out to her. So there's no excuse. So thank you, Coach Krystal, and for all your wonderful wisdom today.
Thank you.
And we're going to go to our other coach, Coach Cherise. Any lasting thoughts, lady, for the audience, and how they can contact you?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the quotes that I heard growing up was, never dim your light because others are afraid to shine as bright. So that would be my closing thought for you. And if you want to reach out to me, you can simply just look up my name, Cherise Buchanan, on Instagram, on Facebook. I don't really do TikTok as much anymore. But if you look up Cherise Buchanan, you'll see me smiling somewhere with some yellow on. So you'll be able to find me that way. And again, thank you so much, Ms. Barbara and Dr. Paulette, for the opportunities.
Well, I just want to thank you because you all graced my stage, and I'm so humbled to have you. I just want to say for myself, because like I said, I'm not only spotlighting these wonderful queens, but I am a part of this wonderful, amazing summit as well. My presentation will be on lights, camera, action, your visibility blueprint. And I'm going to be talking a little about what lights, camera, action really means. We hear that a lot, in movies and everything, but it's something to be said when you should be doing lights, camera, action in your world all the time. And I'll just give you a little bit like everybody else is giving you. So with that said, I just want to again, thank you all. Please come. I'm going to put it down one more time here to sign up. Sign up. It's virtual. You can sit in your kitchen or in your living room and watch these fabulous speakers just own in on some wisdom and guidance that they're going to give you that's going to help you raise up in your life. And please, if you see each and every one of them and you're like, oh, I want to talk to them, they're there. They're on social media platforms. And if, like I said, nothing else, reach out to Dr. Paulette. It's under her summit. She knows each and every one of them. So I always say that because people start making excuses, and I don't want to hear no more excuses anymore. It's like, if you need to get to the experts, let's get to them. If you really want it, like I tell people, you will make it happen. So with that said, we will see you again on the next Coaches Lounge that's going to be airing every Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning under the Diamond Factor Network and E360 TV. We love you a lot. And as I always say, and all these wonderful queens just said, just be your own uniqueness. You have a purpose. Let it shine, not for only yourself, but for others in life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Barbara.